What's good, everybody? This is your brother, Mad Black, the most dangerous and most toxic black man on the internet. And I'm black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So, I gotta be careful with this video because it's on a subject of someone who I really don't like at all. And I don't want to say anything too egregious that will get this video snatched down off of YouTube. So, I'm going to be talking about Bad Barbie, and I think her real name is Danielle Pagli something. I can't remember what her last name is, but it's definitely not Bad Barbie. I know that. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. That I don't know, man. Just buffoonery is what it is. Okay, but uh, but it's this white girl. She became very famous a couple of years ago from appearing on the Dr. Phil show and saying "Catch me outside," basically saying that she wanted to fight some of the girls or the women on the show outside. And I really wish that someone had taken her up on her offer, because maybe that would have put an end to all of her nonsense and her 15 seconds of fame, and we would never have had to hear from her ever again. But it kept on going, and Dr. Phil had her on there not once but twice. So he helped her. He launched her career, right? And she was able to use that to spin that into a social media career where she kept pretending to be black, and then she got into like a little fake beef with the other weirdo white girl who pretends to be black, Whoa Vicky, or whatever. So they spun that into a little fake WWF style beef on social media, and then somehow these little skanky white chicken heads started winding up in these rap videos, and you had these like gremlin looking Negroes like Kodak Black putting them in their music videos. And I remember doing a video when Kodak Black had her in one of his videos with her legs open and whatnot. And I was like, this girl at this point is still a minor, so I don't know if he should be showcasing her like that, because all that's going to do is point towards him as a black pervert. It doesn't matter if he's only a year older than her. They're still going to accuse him of being a pervert, and that's going to come back on him at some point. And I still believe that. If it hasn't come back on him yet, it will. They'll use that against him some point. At some point, she'll probably even come out there and make it seem like these black people were influencing me and black men were using me, and I just felt so violated. She can always play that card the same way Miley Cyrus did. Everyone remember when Miley Cyrus was acting like she was fake black and getting grills in her mouth and wearing tight clothes on her little pancake ass and twerking and whatnot. And then after like not even a year of doing that, she decided to switch gears and say, I'm just doing pop and country music, and I can't believe I was used by those Negroes out there. She started blaming black folks, and dumb Negroes went for that. You folks, some of you Negroes, you let these fools into your midst and think it's all good because white people want to party with you. I get so tired of that, of you thinking that, white people are your buddies because they want to hang out around you, or white people accept you or are somehow elevating you because they want to hang out around you. They're like vampires. They're just using you for whatever popularity you can give to them. And this is the sad part, is when Bad Barbie, acts ghetto, or she changes her face to look more quote unquote black, like a black girl, and speaks in black accent. All that does is raise her popularity. But see, if a black girl acts like that, it's a negative. It's always viewed as a negative, and that look and the way she talks can get a black girl murdered. Literally, the police will shoot her. A white person will shoot them. Security will beat them up. They'll get arrested, or another black person might get into a fight with them. But for some reason, these white people, they're allowed to take on these black personas, and not only are they all to the good, but it actually enhances them somehow, and they become more popular. Okay, it doesn't just happen with the females either; it happens with the males too. Mark Wahlberg, back when he's Marky Mark, and even in his movies now, he still tries to act like a quote unquote black male. He uses black swag and stuff like that, and it's made him popular. Same thing with Eminem. You see what I'm saying? Like that's made him more popular over the years, and dumb Negroes have accepted him as the king and the greatest rapper to ever live. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the problem. Like Negroes, we elevate these interlopers way too much. We put them on a pedestal way too much and give them all the accolades and talk about how, because if they act like a stereotype of black people, that they somehow love black culture. I was just talking about in that other video where I talked about Prince Harry, how they were saying how much he loved black culture, how much he loves us and accepts black culture. You see how all those women were acting on social media behind those little, just because Prince Harry was dancing with black folks or petting black people on the head or kissing black babies. It's the same thing. You know, it's like they don't like it when Bad Barbie does it, but they'll accept it from Harry. You see how mixed up a lot of our people are and how brainwashed a lot of our people are? All of it's bad, but we'll accept it from some people. We think some people are actually authentic or actually mean it when they hang around us and sing our music or play guitar like us or dance like us or whatever. We somehow accept some of them. And we shouldn't accept any of it because no other race does that. No other race considers, like you don't see Chinese people accepting black people just because black people know how to do kung fu or karate or whatever. They'll never take a black person over there in China and make them a big star of their films or their martial art films. They'll never do that. Okay, but we'll bring an Asian person into hip hop and make them popular. Like what was that fool's name? I can't remember what his name was, but he was signed to Rough Riders. He used to do like the little freestyle Fridays. I mean, black kids would hype him up on that freestyle Fridays they used to have on 106 in Park. They used to hype him up, and Jin, that was his name. They put him on there and hyped him up and made him seem like he was the greatest rapper ever. Remember that? And like I said, just because. And it was funny is he had a whole crew of other Chinese kids who pretended to be black with him. That was funny. All right. But you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. And we do the same thing with Latinos. Rosie Perez got elevated as the greatest choreographer ever because of black people letting her choreograph their movies or their TV shows and whatnot. Black men kind of put her on a pedestal and she became popular that way. And then she turns around years later and disses black men or make it seem like she was raped or molested by black men. You see what I'm saying? The Bad Barbie is going to do the same thing eventually. Sooner or later, she's going to get to a certain age and say, well, black people abused me or some black man took advantage of me and black people are bad. So she might even just go ahead and just completely turn white conservative later on. And dumb Negroes going to sit around looking stupid and still accept other females or other males in their enclaves with that nonsense. Okay? So you folks, let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about this buffoon here. I think I got through it very well without tearing her down too much or personally because she sickens me. I really, really don't like her. And there's some very choice words I can use when I talk about her, but I'm not going to do it here. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on these devils' back.